I'm not gonna.
Hi, this is Jim Rash.
Hillary Winston.
Hillary Winston.
Wait.
Wait.
Well, no, I'm sorry,
that's
Chevy
good.
Chase.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
I was very scared for a second there. There were
Welcome.
two of me in the room.
Oh,
Welcome. I loved these costumes.
oh my.
Very
It's
nice.
a pot leaf.
It was really such, I never even thought the costume could at all look like that. And when wardrobe came, Sabrina came with that. I was just like, this is amazing.
Yeah,
How
I
can
liked
we
it.
not see Chevy Chase in
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
And it didn't accent my chin.
You look
It
great
framed
in
your
it.
face perfect.
You look great in it.
Joel was so excited about his
I know.
because he pretty much just
Well,
gets to look cool.
Cool cats.
Yeah,
They
whatever.
were.
Yeah.
I find that when you just with any show I've ever been on, I never want to keep my wardrobe, and he gets all that great stuff that he can just take home.
Yeah.
And I have short sleeve shirts.
Joel actually posed for a lot of pictures of me in that outfit, and he really did was excited about it. And that's what we love is sometimes Joel and Jeff really merge as the same person because
What do you mean
Jeff
merge?
would be.
Yeah.
Well, no, but you know what I mean.
They merge
Yes.
as the same
No,
person.
I know.
Yeah.
No, I know what you mean.
Merge is the same person.
I'm saying
okay,
he's
great.
there.
I'm leaving.
Okay.
Oh.
See.
Now Jim wants us to all be quiet.
Yeah,
so-
guys, listen to hear what I say. No, I was going to say that was the quickest they could show that stinger, which is down in my crotch area. And there were ones where they shot below and above for safety.
We can get rid of all those Charleston shoes and the vending machines.
Dean Pelton, were you hoping to participate in the show?
Oh, I would love to, Annie. But as you can see from my outfit, I already have plans. So, off to the airport, Ramada!
How come he gets a front stinger?
I love that the dean had this front stinger. He was on his way to God
Yeah.
knows what
Yeah.
sort of event in which that was appropriate.
I think this is the
Wait,
beginning of
and
the
also,
furry.
didn't Donald have one that came out
possibility.
his back and said, or he
Yeah, and he had put the
He
costume on backwards.
had put it on backwards and had enjoyed it more?
Yes.
You think bees eat their own honey?
I'm sure they've at least tasted it.
This guy keeps
That was one of the grossest jokes that I've ever gotten into a show, and I'm very proud of it.
Why is that gross? I
What do you
raised
think they were
these.
talking about?
Part of it is texting.
I don't
Well,
remember.
honey.
Okay, then it's the sweetest joke I've ever written.
Yeah, there you go. A little bit of both.
They made you a mixtape?
So I thought this was really sweet.
Yeah.
So Chang makes the mix when she's nervous about whether or not he might be the father of her baby.
Britta, are you walking out of this room?
That's Yvette always has versions of people's names. There's
Britta?
if she wants you to go to the bathroom with her being sweet. Britta! That's a terrible one. She
That's
doesn't do
funny.
that one. That's my impersonation.
My favorite is the way she says banana. She goes, banana. And from last year, the STD fair episode, banana. And this was a great scene, too, here, where
always
Pierce was trying to convince her that he was the guy, that he should be the focus of the sketches.
I do physical comedy, funny dances, fire and I always call it Abed because of Arab.
Russia.
Did you know that? I'm the only one who called him Abed because I was so bigoted. That my character is just so damn bigoted, he can't get away from Arab.
I like that he sticks with it.
Yeah.
Pierce
Yeah.
is not going to give it up.
Yes.
Nobody stops him.
Yeah.
He's on every page of this thing. You bet.
Oh, and then this was a whole texting story, which really ended up being a lot of fun. And we cast a kid you'll see later who really did a great job. And sometimes it's hard to cast kids that can really pull it off. And he was super talented.
Yeah, I'm often when they can't find a good kid, they go to me.
Perfect. Yeah.
What did you say?
There's not much to the cat.
They're like, "Oh, we can't find a good kid. Call Jim Rash. You can play it." Why
You
does
can
this
play
kid look like he's
anything.
almost 40?
You should be a part of the group this year, which is kind of funny.
I might just show up.
The
Oh,
dean-
you mean the dean takes classes?
Yeah, the dean actually is it.
You get fired and
I'd love to
Something
teach.
happening here.
yeah. So this was you're following her because you see that she's collecting cans. It's like,
Yes.
why is Annie collecting cans? This is
I love that we're going to tell you the plot.
serious stuff. Okay, you know what, Jim? Fine. You know what?
The people
you do
are
your
watching
own
this are
commentary
like,
then
yeah,
after this.
I've seen it, and the reason I'm watching this time is to hear
Okay,
some,
yeah, okay,
hear you not tell me what the plot is.
I'm not
this
gonna
is
say a
why this is why we don't have Dean Pelton in the group.
Wow. No, it's
It's
true.
a punishment to Jim Rush.
Now, we did see this brief moment of this little room.
I
This is
love
a
it.
bigger
It's a-
version of it.
it's
First
a
time
very
we
lovely
saw,
apartment.
First time we
actually.
saw her car and we saw her apartment.
Yeah, we saw a little piece, right? Because the season started with that sort of tracking shot. With
If you
all
watch
the-
it
yeah,
carefully,
there was
there's
a
a lot
little
of very good
piece of
physical stuff in here.
But seeing her real full apartment and obviously
Yeah.
lives in this bad neighborhood and
Yeah,
Let me answer your question.
just above here.
What are you doing in an apartment?
You know, I
above
think that
Dildon?
Just
that was
yeah,
just above the what?
Dildopolis.
Jesus Christ, that's
Yeah.
so awful.
It's a hard place to live, but they're open 24 hours, so
that's
it's like
right.
added security
The idea
for
that
her.
there's a store that's big enough
Yeah,
that
it's-
has that many kinds of dildos.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, look,
yeah,
you find what you sell, and you sell it well. You know,
we-
you get everything of one.
I think we maybe had pitched for a day on what was sold at Dildopolis, what could happen at Dildopolis, who worked there, how they had specials, how they had employee picks. You know, you can do staff recommendations of dildos and pretty much everything. We imagined they had giant carts, that it was a little bit like Costco potentially.
Costco.
I'd like to see them try to shoot in a dildo
Costco,
store.
Yeah, the Costco of dildos.
There's no good angle that way we can't show a dildo, guys. We can't shoot in this room.
Yeah.
I want you to notice my sitting down in this.
Now look at that. She clearly loves some Zac Efron movie right there in the far back
What?
corner.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Some poster that
Yeah.
we probably can't really see.
This
No,
is when Pierce is trying
This
to
is
buy
just
her
clearly
love.
a bribe, and yet I'm helping.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a nice thing to do.
And she
right.
needs it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
She
she
was gonna
needs it, and
sell
I'm
it.
on my way out,
Okay, I'm only
but
taking
not
this because I'm
quite.
a little worried about making rent.
Because you haven't finished your agenda.
Now, were you guys starting to track
My-
this? Because this continues sort of. I mean,
Agendum.
Pierce?
Agendum.
oh, Jen, as we got into like even the first paintball and them coming to heat with each other, were you guys mapping out?
Follow me here today.
She kind of resolves a little bit at the end of this episode, but obviously Pierce went through a lot this season of ups and downs, and this was definitely when he started.
Okay,
to,
the leg up. That was the big joke in this.
That was great. I remember when you came in and sat down and you changed your blocking.
You were the Gerber baby of Moist Town.
I love that
Right?
because
Means I want a lot more words in the play.
Yeah.
Oh, and
now
this was
here's-
Pierce's
Uh-oh.
dad. Pierce's dad.
One rainy day, my son Pierce and I were taking a stroll when I discovered.
Now, and then this voice would be. Is it the same voice from Space? I mean, it was very similar to the
When he's
voice
talking
of
to
the
his dad.
Sander. Yes.
Oh yes.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
why he goes crazy in the Space Bus episode.
Right.
Well, then you should have done better in your damn audition.
But it was interesting to kind of
this was
explore
after.
like Pierce had this really tough, successful dad.
I'm surprised I didn't fall through the roof.
Your father is a lucky man.
See, here's some kids where I almost got cast as
Yeah.
playing those
it's-
kids.
You're just trying to put kids out of work all over the place.
I almost got cast as.
The second most important thing is
Almost.
to know all your lines and all your blocking and not mess up a single thing. Actually, flip those.
Here we go, guys. I took the liberty of juicing up some of our bits.
I love that idea that Pierce went home and for this kids sketch show decided to punch things up.
When you look over Pierce's changes,
And this was directed by
see
Fred
if
Goss, I have to say,
right.
who really is such a brilliant guy. He is a fantastic improviser, actor himself, and director. And I felt like he brought so much to it, and I feel like let you guys kind of play around. I know, Jim, you did a
Yeah.
lot of improv in this episode.
There was a section, it's not in the episode, where I was supposed to be entertaining the kids to
Oh, I
try
think
to
I
spend
remember
some
that.
time. And I was doing improv for them, where the dean was doing improv for
oh
them.
my gosh, you have to describe what was the one that you were doing. You set yourself up.
Oh, no,
you got
I-
your own suggestion.
I got my own suggestion. That was in the script. In the script, it was, can I get a something like a plate? Oh no, it was can I get occupation? Someone goes bald. And I go, that's not an occupation. Let me get and they go bald. A place, Bald City. And I just said, I hear firefighter.
Yeah. And then at some point you improved like, I'm ironing and I'm
Yes, it was a
and the
long scene, and
firefighter.
it kept rolling because in my head I'm like, this will never. It was
There
it was
we
the
are.
tag. It was the end of this scene basically. There was more
Look at them.
here.
I love the casting here. Look at the kids.
Yeah,
These kids in real life seemed so bored.
Oh, well, they were. Look at what they have to look at.
But
Maybe.
Just horrifyingly
There's
bored.
not one of them playing a character. They're all, that is them.
Yeah, they were just acting like bored kids, which they did a great job at.
So even though I don't know if you can, but if you listen closely, maybe they looped in that crazy stuff that I was improvising underneath this thing.
Oh, I
as
wanna
if I'm
hear it.
still presenting. I don't think you can hear it.
School, and he's coming to see the show.
Marcus, your nephew?
Yeah, he's 14.
No
I
one's
actually
listening.
thought
Yeah.
you might like him. Said, "Can't wait to see you. I've been looking
That's just
forward to
bad.
this for so long. You are the
It's
coolest
just a
man
bad
in the
mix.
world."
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And
This
bad
also
editing,
wasn't
bad
mixed right.
mixing. That's what's ruining our show.
You could probably hear it when it was on TV.
This wasn't network ready.
Right here.
Let me see. You better get changed. I'll hang onto your stuff for you.
Right.
Abed, we screwed up. You know that text we sent? It was to Britta's nephew. He
So
said
I like this is the closest to judgmental Abed kind of gets, is just the stare back.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like, you read her diary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just, you know, he's
Understood that.
not one to judge, but he was not going to give him anything positive.
That's the strangest character I've ever seen on television. Is
Abed?
Abed, yeah.
You just look at it, he's so lovable.
Yeah.
I was drunk. We can't do this.
But it's just so great to me. You can have this kind of scene, and then you can have the finale where he makes out with Annie.
yeah,
and,
isn't
you
that
know,
funny?
like it's just
I know. It's a great kiss.
yeah, he can just do anything.
yeah.
No, it's a testament to the
To my-
idea
to my
for the
teaching.
character, to your teaching.
Thank you.
And believe me, if everyone out there, we get regular great acting little asides with Chevy. He just has little acting powwows with us.
Yeah.
But it's
the Chevy acting workshops.
oh no, I believe me, it's
On
the
the
best
weekends.
$50 I pay per day.
Yeah.
It
Well,
just
he
makes
provides
sense.
a box lunch.
Oh, yeah,
which,
it's a
so
box
it's like
lunch, which-
$50 includes a box lunch.
No, that's the title of one of the days.
Yeah, it's called how to pretend to get a box lunch. But I was going to say that testament to the idea behind Abed and Danny's take on him, and then the fact that he can change into Han Solo to
I like
many different
Yeah,
versions.
have you chosen your outfits throughout?
Me?
Yeah, I mean,
no. Why would I wish that upon myself? That those
because they're perfect.
Oh, this is one of my
And
favorite.
they give you so
moments.
much of your character. They're just
yeah.
And I like that we found
Oh,
out that you
geez.
think he's sexy even in that. So this is a great entrance.
I know I'm green, but I feel blue.
She's a crayon for no particular reason.
Yeah. I know. It's like
I know.
What is this play?
But yeah, these sparklers
that's
were
it.
fantastic.
Way over the top.
But I love
And
that.
Pokemon, and you don't know who Pokemon is, right, Chevy?
Well, it's a game, right?
Sort of.
A video game.
Yeah.
But I love that in this, Pierce just cannot resist the urge to take
fart
over.
into Jeff's face.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
And now, did you really fart in Joel's
Of course
face?
not.
Oh, his face
I don't
tells us
believe
differently.
you.
Yeah.
Well, no, he's trying to act.
I
am acting.
This also shows you the level of comedy that
But
kids
during
will take.
this scene, I'm
They
farting.
literally could on a change of
yeah.
a dime.
So this
Yeah,
is I
that's
like
it.
you're
Thank you
you're
very
farting
much,
in the
Jim.
background in this.
Yeah,
scene.
yeah, no, that's the same thing. It's looped in there.
Yeah.
So it's constant farting if you really listen closely. Because there's just so many sound
This is
layers to this.
my kind
and
of
I'm probably
comedy.
still talking somewhere.
Yeah.
Let's see, I started in '64 in the East Village.
And I really
Never gotten much further than farting jokes.
in this you were kind of on like a lazy Susan under there, right?
Yeah.
And that they turned you around on?
No, I had to pretend I was on one.
Oh, you didn't actually spin around?
No.
Oh, they must have done away with that.
They had to.
I gotta go back out there.
Pierce, you were flushed. That was the story. That's
So it's just great. that
See,
you
I'm
just
supposed to
rushed.
play old and incapable of turning on a lazy Susan. And they all treat me like that over there, the crew, like I'm old.
Like you couldn't handle the lazy
That
Susan?
you couldn't turn around on your own fruition
No, they,
in a circle.
well, if you have to use
I'm
the
sure
word
they just-
fruition.
Well, I pick out a couple words a day that I use, and that is the one I use today.
Merge for me.
You are welcome. Yes,
Merging. Merging the characters. The two
I don't.
sides.
I want you to know how proud, like, for instance, Lorne Michaels is of me, being dressed like that, having started something that was so controversial.
Now these kids did well because
Yeah, they
Donald
did.
typically got nailed pretty on each time, and that was both the kids and the crew throwing.
Yeah, everybody had to have their shot.
What a dumb guy.
But getting all the kids chanting drugs.
Yeah.
Now this is my favorite. This little girl who
So sweet.
hugs you and sweetly.
Yeah.
It's like,
she really was sweet.
yeah,
I love you, drugs.
and she's a little bit like Annie.
Annie.
Yeah.
Oh, stop.
Well, that's the purpose.
Yeah, it was.
She sees herself.
I know, but
Oh, he hates the layers. He hates the layers.
I never thought about it that way. Layers.
Just many.
I just love this picture too in the background on the frame for the funeral of Jeff in the cool cat outfit, that of course is irresistible to the dean.
Of course. And then falls into his hands by accident.
Yeah, I wonder if the dean and Jeff will ever get together.
Hey, man, I say
He's
at least-
tried.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe season 7.
Yeah, season 7. They wait so long. Wow.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
will
to
they or
get
won't
together.
they?
Oh, you're
it's
right.
a classic
It's sort of
will
the
they
Ross
or
and
won't,
Rachel
won't
for
they?
Community.
No, I think there should be an episode this year where you just go as hard as you can at it.
Yeah.
Just you try everything
yeah.
possible.
I just think it'd be hilarious if the dean thinks that he's involved in this great will they or won't they with Jeff Winger.
And then he's completely oblivious to the idea.
It's just his side of it.
Yes.
And it turns out you don't even have any.
We supported you, Annie.
Yeah, Annie, you're fired. I'm sorry.
Here's the situation. We've got 50 at-risk preteens, armed with baseballs, chanting for drugs, who just spent intermission eating nothing but Charleston chews, thank
Charleston
God.
Chews. I forgot that was
That
the
was
whole
that was
runner.
the big thing of getting Charleston Chews out of the vending machine because they'd been stuck in there for so many years.
That one. See that?
Yeah.
That move there?
Yeah.
I'd like to see that 40 times over.
Yeah.
Well,
That was awesome taking the picture.
But now they did have a ton of Charleston Chews and
Yes,
probably
so
ate
many.
so many.
I tried one,
during
did you?
this shooting. Yes.
Yeah, they
It
were
is
delicious.
a great candy. And why
I
is it not
know.
out there? This is like a plug for it.
I know. We're
Bring
just
'em
like
back.
eat more Charleston
And they're probably
Chews.
they're listening, going, "We never left."
I know.
Guys.
I know they've been here all along. Let's rediscover them.
We want drugs.
And those kids were all eating them, so they were hopped up.
Yeah, they were hopped up. And here's the lesson.
This was genuinely scary.
Yeah.
Ken's improv.
Now, was it? Some of it.
Yeah, it was genuinely scary.
Yes.
I'm gonna
I
eat your
know.
mom's
Yeah.
face.
The
and stuff.
genuinely scary thing is that he actually is the physician.
Yeah.
That's right.
And he's willing
Anyone
to play
doesn't know
this
that.
part.
It makes me feel safer.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie on set to know if something happened.
Right.
There he is.
That he's there to save them.
Yeah, even though
he
we-
may have caused it, but he'll save them.
Even though we've all seen him naked.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Was he naked in the next hangover?
I don't know. So they were really hitting him.
yeah.
They were?
They were really hitting him. And he was kind of like, and we had to be like, okay, oh my gosh. Fred rushed in there. Yeah.
Look at this relationship.
Then nobody even gave them the heads up.
No,
you
I don't-
have to actually hit him.
I don't think anybody told them you don't have to hit them.
Uh-oh. See that take?
yeah.
That's one of my favorites. You
Here's
have
the kid.
you have a whole batch of takes that I love.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I actually have a batch. It is like a little basket, and I just put my takes in it, and I
Oh,
say,
that's
"Oh, what would you
nice.
like to see, Hillary? You want to see a
5.
take?
Yes,
You want
yes,
to see a
yes.
take? Here, I'll get it out of my batch."
Oh, that's nice. That's good that you have those.
Well, it's
I'm not saying you wouldn't be good in an Arthur Miller play.
I'm doing subtle stuff, guys.
I'll say.
Just subtle stuff.
And this was a great moment
One is
too,
like another
where,
show somewhere else we don't know about.
where we kind of see the
Sorry.
right,
The other side of him.
the other side of him.
Yes.
Of who?
And she thinks he's joking about going and telling the other Chang, and then that look just tells us everything we need to know.
Yes. There's a lot of denied hugs. You'll see a denied hug right there.
Yeah.
I tried to hug Joel in the finale of the paintball. Same sort of rejection. He does not like to be hugged.
That's part of your will they.
I
or
don't know if
won't
that's
they.
the actor or his choice.
No,
is Jeff.
I think it's a little of both. But we do get big group hugs.
Yeah, he's okay with group hugs
in
'cause
on
I think
those,
it's-
yeah.
Nobody sees where his hands are. He can be anywhere and everywhere.
Even though I did nothing wrong.
How many glasses do you have, Chevy, in this show? You always seem to have different glasses on.
Apparently, I have glasses that are the same color of the clothes, the clothing I wear.
Oh.
Because
they
I'm so
match?
wealthy.
You
seem to forget because it's never been brought up since the very first
you
show.
have money?
How much money Pierce has?
Yeah,
Yeah.
What are you kidding? Hawthorne Wipes. Yes.
I know.
And yes,
yeah.
that is, the award-winning
The
moist towelette.
Hawthorne Wipes.
But yeah.
It's never brought up. I never have any moist towelettes with me.
And so then this is
Well, this is how we opened.
the dangers of living above Dildopolis.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What?
That's
Why
right.
close on President's Day?
That's lovely.
Because those workers need a break from selling dildos.
That's right. And also, yes, it would be unpatriotic to sell a dildo on President's Day. Mhm.
It's hard for her. That guy makes a lot of announcements.
You know that they respect her doing that. But that said, let's all go out and get a dildo. That's how you end it.
That's how you end it.